I'm going to read a name. Brad Pitt. Fuck or no fuck?
No,
Fuck.
Yeah, no.
What's happening?
Will Smith. Fuck or no fuck?
No.
Fuck.
I'm not fucking any men.
Tom Cruise. Fuck or no fuck?
Fuck.
No.
Harrison Ford. Fuck or no fuck?
Oh, fucking deep.
There's no incentive for me to fuck men. I'm not gay.
This is the last man on the cover. Drew Carey. Fuck or no fuck?
No fuck.
No, I'm not fucking
Why
any
would
man.
Drew Carey be on there with Brad Pitt, Will Smith, Tom Cruise, and Harrison Ford and George Clooney?
Because fat girls like funny guys.
Live from Cool Boys Central.
Be the boss down there. I'm boss up here.
Hold your dicks and rub your tits.
You'll be ice cold.
Here come the Cool Boys.
Just a young boy.
So cool.
So cool.
So cool.
Oh, it's Cool Boys.
Yeah, thanks for throwing it out during just the recording, just randomly asking. Does anyone else like licking assholes the way Felk likes licking assholes? And
Who said that? Who said
I
that?
think Ballard asked that.
No, Noli asked that to everybody in our last episode when we had our group boy party at Felk's apartment. But let's get to that in a little bit. Felk, why don't you go to greetings?
Greetings, Schoolboy Nation, and welcome to another installment of the Cool Boys Podcast Super Special Post-September 11th Never Forget Memorial Edition. Unfortunately, this episode we will not be discussing Schindler's List again. No, we can't talk about it, just like a certain actor's hair.
Ooh.
But instead of
Shit.
instead of focusing on the list of lists, people's sexiest man alive, we are going to rate all the sex men and rank our top 3 favorite men alive. Spoiler alert!
Ooh.
Ballard is my fave, with Noli pulling up the rear.
What?
Ballard must have wrote this. Whoops! I meant to say Ballard is my fave to fuck, while Noli is fucking me in the rear, silly forgetful
Yeah.
me.
That's
I'd
right.
lose my head if it wasn't attached to the end of my shaft. What? You mean the head of my, you mean the head of my penis?
You bet, big guy.
We gotta talk about that. See, I got a huge cock. I'm foreskin is evil, Felk.
I'm Ballard.
No, you're not.
Oh, I'm boner in the buttocks. Ballard. That's how you spell buttocks.
Sure it is.
It's CKS.
It's the OX makes it British. You gotta say it like a British guy.
I'm boner in the buttocks, Ballard.
Yeah.
My horrible British accent.
No, I'm nipple rubbing Noli. All fabulous parts of the male anatomy.
So cool.
I'm supposed to say, so what is everyone drinking? But first I'm going to ask, does any, so we've all established that we're all circumcised. At least I am.
Yes, Nolan is known as the perfect cut in most of Mexico because he is the best circumcision done by a Mexican doctor.
I don't know. I think I'm circumcised quite nicely, but you ever have dreams in which just the head of your penis falls off?
No.
No, you've talked about this before, though.
No, I've had dreams about having 2 dicks. I talked about that.
Yeah, 2 dicks.
All
that
I
dream?
would say is, Felk, that is clearly your fear of having too much sex and eventually AIDS getting to you. But what has Nolan always said about AIDS?
Advil.
Yep, and we all know Nolan's had AIDS a lot, and he's gotten through it with Advil every time.
That's right.
That's why whenever Nolan's not recording Cool Boys, because he's got the AIDS for a little bit, clears it up with some Advil, back in the podcast the next day.
That's
Yeah,
right.
I have many texts from Nolan. We have many texts from Nolan saying, "Can't record tonight, guys. I've got too much AIDS right now."
The AIDS came back this time.
So what is everyone drinking? I'm not drinking tonight. I'm drinking Diet Coke. I'm gonna be sober.
What?
Yeah, deal with
I'm out.
I'm gone.
Yeah, I'm not in this
I'm literally
episode.
gone. See you guys.
Yep.
Bye, Nolan.
Bye.
I drank a picture of John Daly's because I thought you were going to drink tonight, and you're not drinking tonight.
I'm good.
You're not good. What the fuck? You're not drinking Fireball?
How can you be talking about so much men tonight and not get a little buzz about all the cock you might be sucking?
Felk, you promised last week you were going to drink only limoncello tonight.
Dude, what if this is like my, I think I drink too much. I need to stop, and you guys are like, what? Come on, drink.
That's exactly what I would say, first of all.
No, I don't. I can't have a hangover tomorrow morning. I gotta stay clear right now.
God damn it. Cool Boy Nation, I apologize for this buzzkill moment. brought to you by Felk.
huge buzzkill. Brought to you by Felk.
Yeah.
All right, Bella, what are you drinking? John Daly's?
No. I actually finished it. See? I told you I finished it before my drinks. So, guys,
yeah, you did.
This is what I'm drinking tonight.
Oh, good.
I am drinking. Well, I got a special gift from
great.
a couple of fans that wish to remain nameless.
Of course you did.
So I'll respect them. But they got me an HPA, New Belgium Brewing Company's HPA. That's the Hemperor. And I got a 6-pack that I will drink tonight.
It's a hemp in it?
And it's hemp. It's hemp beer, I guess.
Oh,
So-
That sounds nasty. No
yeah,
offense.
it's probably not good.
Yeah.
It's probably really gross, but I'm going to try it for you guys right now. So I'm cracking open my first bottle out of the 6. So here we go. The Hemperor.
I love how Ballard does on-air drinking.
I love on-air drinking.
Oh, it's fizzing.
Okay, this is 7%.
Oh, it's Jeff Strikering.
He says this is 7% alcohol.
That's when you come on the floor from an elevated position.
It's when you come on a group or
From
having
an
an orange
elevated
below
position.
you.
So Ballard,
good.
how is it? It's good?
It's good. Yeah, it's actually really good. I'm a New Belgium kind of guy, and I'm definitely a white ale kind of guy, and a Hefeweizen kind of guy, but this is really good.
So you like to be gassy is what you're saying?
Do you get gassy with Hefeweizen?
Oh my God, it's the worst.
Really?
I find because it's creamy.
Wheat. Oh,
Oh.
the wheat beer.
It's like the creamiest beer there is without being creamy.
It's just something. It's so full. When I drink a Hefeweizen, like I just feel full off one, and just the farts they come.
Well, Noli, what are you drinking tonight? Let me guess. Wait, hang on. Felk and I are gonna have 2 guesses each. One guess each, but 2 guesses total.
Well,
Felk,
say it at
go
the same
first.
time. Say it at the same time. Ready?
No. What are you thinking?
I'll
No,
count
no,
down.
no, each-
I'm count down. Ready?
Wait.
I'm gonna
No.
Hey, guys.
no, I don't want.
guys.
I don't
Ballard,
want.
go
I
with
don't want
it.
us to
Go with
see
it,
the same
Ballard.
time.
Are we going 1, 2, 3, then reveal, or are we going 1, 2, 3, reveal on 3, like Lethal Weapon 2?
Do we do it on 3 or do 1, 2, 3, then do it?
Well, it's your ass, Cochise. I mean, it's up to you.
No.
I-
It's 3,
no, it's
2,
1,
1.
2.
Count down. So
On
it's no confusion.
3.
3, 2, 1, go.
3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah.
And go after one. And so it's like 3, 2, 1, go. Reveal or 3, 2, 1, reveal.
3, 2, 1, reveal.
3, 2, 1, and then on reveal.
He's doing a bit.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Calm.
Whiskey. I thought Felk was gonna go with red wine, so I
I
went
was,
with whiskey.
I was
Well,
trying to
I
make
mean,
a
I've
joke.
only
I
been
said calm.
drinking for the last couple minutes in front of you guys this nice glass of Woodford Reserve whiskey. Yes, that's correct.
Ow!
You want to know something? I came in your whiskey, so I was right too.
Oh,
Classic.
Or maybe Jeff Stryker did from a high
You never
up
know. You never do
elevated
know with that Jeff
position.
Striker, huh?
Fucking Jeff Stryker, dude. Are we
His
gonna talk
cum got
about Jeff
everywhere
Stryker?
on that from
Me
that.
Chinese, me play joke, me put cum in your coke.
Racism.
See, I got a huge cock.
So, Cool Boy Nation, which we're talking about Jeff Stryker. If you go back to the last episode, we tricked our friends into thinking they were watching Milo and Otis, but we actually watched some Jeff Stryker's Underground, the highest grossing gay porn film of all time.
Yeah, Corey hasn't talked to me since.
Yes, but Noli, and Felk, you forgot what did we do earlier that day?
You mean masturbate together?
It was before that.
Okay.
We want to talk about all this?
This is not going to be a short episode.
I know. I wanted to short it. Well, I'm leaving at 11. So.
Okay, good.
Well, too bad. I'm leaving at 9:39.
Before we watched Jeff Stryker earlier in the day, we went to Universal Studios. Hollywood.
Underground.
Underground, yes.
See, the problem with going to Universal Studios, for me, my problem when I go to Universal Studios is I've got a huge cock.
See, I got a huge cock.
And I think that the episode, I forget what he says after that.
No, he just says, and he's got
You see,
desires.
I've got a huge cock. And I've got
Oh, is that what he
desires.
says?
Yeah.
And I've got desires.
There's so much good dialogue. We missed all of it. Like right in the middle, he has like a whole he talks while two guys fuck. And there's like the part where like all these cocks are
Felk.
coming through these holes in the wall.
See, I got a huge cock.
I was thinking about it, actually, reflecting on it, and thinking about Jeff Stryker's Underground, and I thought to myself, I was like, is it possible that could be the longest form poetry session ever? Is his monologue throughout the entire hour and 27 minutes of fucking Underground. But Felk really wants us to rewatch Underground.
Zig.
Yeah,
I do, because I think we missed out on the golden. Like, it's better than I thought it was. Like having to review it for the to get it to you audio wise for the edits. I saw things that like we never saw that. The part where the cocks come through the holes in the wall.
Yeah, we did. We saw the glory holes.
No, I never saw that.
Yeah, we did. We saw glory
No.
holes.
You saw
maybe
a
we did.
glory hole. You didn't see the
Yeah.
glory hole scene in the middle. We skipped the middle.
We only made it through one scene before they absolutely said, just turn this off. So we missed.
Steve said that.
We missed the whole plot. We don't know what happened, and we're debating whether we're going to watch it again.
We are.
Yeah.
Okay, it's settled then. We're watching Jeff Stryker's Underground.
I'll make sure it happens. I'll figure it out.
All right. Well, guys, that brings me up to some very important question here. Talking about men. Guys, would you rather fuck every hot stud on people's Sexiest Man Alive list for fun, and everyone knows how cool you are, or get fucked hard and long by every hot stud on people's Sexiest Man Alive list for $32K? Yes, that's $1,000 a fuck, bitches.
Wait, whoa. What's the first one again?
Yeah, what's the difference other than you get money and also in the second one? They're the same.
Yeah,
The first one, you're doing the fucking. Like we always say, are you going to get fucked butts or get fucked?
I'd rather get fucked, I guess.
That's not how that works, by the way. You can a gay guy can say I fucked this guy if he took it in the ass from him. You're still fucking him. Fucking
You
him
know
doesn't.
what? Okay, maybe so.
Trust
but
me.
if I was a gay man and I was getting fucked in the ass on the regular,
Trust Felk.
I would think this. I would be like, oh, dude, I got railed last night by this hunky man with a huge fucking cock, and it was BBC, bitches. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's how I would talk if I were in that situation.
That's definitely how you would talk.
Think
But guys,
about-
there was
no.
a difference. There was a difference. In the first one, everyone knows it happened, and everyone knows how cool you are.
So you're being paid off. You're being paid off $1,000 to shut up by each person.
In the second option, yes, you're getting paid by each of them $1,000 to fuck
This sounds
you
like
in the ass. And
being
no one will
okay
know.
with the hashtag, Me Too movement, or not being okay with it.
To me, I mean, it's honestly just a quick, easy $32,000.
Yeah, it's
That's-
32
that's the way I
grand.
see it.
That's the obvious answer.
Fuck. And nobody knows about
And
it.
for Ballard, it's an existential question.
Wait, no, because the problem is nobody knows about it if I take the money.
Tell them. That doesn't say you can't tell anybody.
No,
Not in there.
He did by insinuating that only in the first one that everybody knows about it. So
No, don't
therefore-
assume.
guys,
Fine print.
we're gonna get into the list in a little bit, but we'll find out. Some of these guys might have gigantic rods.
Noli, Felk is claiming fine print. You have to establish a clear line here.
Ballard, you hear what I
If
said?
you take the 32K,
No, he
can
didn't.
you tell people secretly?
Sure.
Yes, 32K.
Cool Boy Nation, if there's a would you rather you would like us to discuss on a future podcast, please email us at thecoolboyspodcast@gmail.com. Well, cool boys, I don't think you can get a more topical would you rather than that. Time to move on to our Cool Boys fabulous boner moments in movies. Wait, that's not what we're doing.
Who gives a shit?
Report preliminary findings.
Not worried about her. We gotta keep him gagged.
Cool Boy Nation, pop your cocks and drop your tops.
It might be interesting and important for you to know.
It's time for our Cool Boy show topic.
Hey, I like that.
Spoilers.
No sweat.
So cool.
Wikipedia says the annual feature in People magazine's The Sexiest Man Alive is billed as a benchmark of male endowment and typically includes only famous quote-unquote people and fuckable celebrities. So somebody's edited this but also put brackets to clarify where.
I didn't know how you were gonna read it. I thought it would throw you off. You don't know. I don't know how the fuck you read shit.
It is determined using a very intricate scientific procedure similar to the bitch nasty procedure used for Times Person of the Year. The origin of the title was a discussion on a planned story on God's gift to Jews and blacks. Mel Gibson. Someone exclaimed, "Oh my God, he is the sexiest man alive with a winning personality." And as someone else said, "Fuck my ass. You should use that line as a cover. You should
That's
use
not
that as a
right.
cover line." You should use that as a cover line. Tonight,
Wow.
we will review the entire sultry list from People's Sexiest Man Alive. Lucky winners for every year from 1985 to present day.
Oh, can't wait.
That's current year. And in the end, we will rank our top 3 sexiest men alive. Who are the sexiest men alive? Let's get down to it. The sexiest man alive from the year of our Lord 1985 is Mel Gibson.
Yes!
Oh, yes.
Yes!
And yeah, the first sexiest man alive.
In 1985, that was the most Mel Gibson's ever Mel Gibsoned, and he was the sexiest he's ever been around then. That
He's
was
also mentioned in Simpsons as being the sexiest man alive. It's Marge's whole thing about him.
So Mel Gibson is so sexy that people invented a whole fucking magazine dedicated to him.
Absolutely. It was mostly going to be an article about how sexy he is, and that was it. And then, therefore, the next year, they were just like, let's continue it. And they went with, 1986's Blank. But Mel is amazing. There's a whole episode we did about him called Sugar Tits.
Yeah, you should all listen to that right now.
Cool Boy Nation, if you want to follow along and look at these covers with us, because I think you should, you can just quickly Google People's Sexiest Man Alive list, and it's a Wikipedia page, and the covers are right there, and you can follow along. And Mel on this cover, let's rate these covers, guys. Like, that is an intense fucking stare right there from Mel, and I love it.
So Nolan brought up in the Tom Cruise hair episode something very important. It was about how Top Gun and Tom Cruise had the most wet, juicy hair ever. Mel Gibson's hair in People's cover for Sexiest Man Alive is so juicy and so wet. And Noli, you must be coming all over the place.
Yeah, this is even before Lethal Weapon. Like, he has short hair on this cover. He actually has stock Cruise haircut. Like, he doesn't have his flowing mullet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is definitely Mad Max hair, for sure.
When is this after? What was he, like, Gallipoli?
I think it was Mad Max. I think it may have been
Did I say that totally incorrectly?
It may have been...
No, you said it right. This is funny.
Gallipoli, yeah, I think you're right. But a Road Warrior. I think this is right after Road Warrior. Like,
was he that popular then? Like, I don't feel like he
was
even reached like
huge when Road Warrior came out. Yeah, he was.
Are you sure about that?
I think Road Warrior was Road Warrior or Mad Max 2.
I feel like Lethal Weapon put him on the map.
I thought definitely, but I think Road Warrior 2 is the reason why he got Lethal Weapon.
Guys, Mel Gibson's rating. What do you guys give Mel Gibson for Sexiest Man Alive? I'm giving him a solid 5 out of 5.
5 out of 5. Now we move on to 1986 with a name I think we'll have less to say about than Mel Gibson, Mark Harmon.
Yeah, I don't know.
What a way to follow up Mel Gibson with this asshole.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so once again, if Mel Gibson was just simply a setup for a great article to do about Mel Gibson, why the fuck would you follow up with the fucking Mark Harmon of St. Elsewhere?
I don't know. And we're in 86 here. We're like at Patrick Swayze's fucking apex around this
Bruce
time.
fucking Willis!
Yeah. No, that's a little bit later.
No, Moonlighting. That's what they literally gave it to him for Moonlighting.
Okay, anyone. There could have been anyone but fucking
Bruce Willis
Mark
is
Harmon.
Moonlighting.
Anyway, Mark Harmon, what? He's from St. Elsewhere's?
And Moonlighting.
St. Elsewhere? No, I'm talking about Mark Harmon.
Yeah, and he's from Moonlighting.
Yeah, he is?
Yes, that's what we keep saying. And Bruce Willis is Moonlighting. So why the fuck out of Moonlighting did they go with Mark Harmon and not fucking Bruce Willis?
I have no idea, but his cover here, he's wearing a Hawaiian shirt.
What the fuck do you think he is? Yeah, he's Magnum
He looks like
PI.
a standard dad here. Like, there's nothing really sexy about him.
He looks like he's trying to be Tom Selleck, and Tom Selleck should have been wearing this award then.
I'm not a fan.
We have 30 of these.
So Mark Harmon rating, this guy's easily maybe 0 out of 5, 1 out of 5. Like, it's horrible.
Yeah, 1 out of 5.
I'll give him 1 as well. 1984 is Harry Hamlin. I like Harry Hamlin.
Not 84, it's 87.
1987 is Harry Hamlin. I liked Harry Hamlin. I liked him as a villain in the later seasons of Mad Men. I like that he's still acting. He was cool.
Was he
on
a
LA
villain?
Law.
He was a partner.
No, he was a villain. He tried to like fire Don.
I don't know. I didn't see anybody in that show as a villain.
There was villains. The guy, what about the guy from the big company, McCann Erickson, who buys them, who basically sells Joan that like if you don't have sex with this guy who's basically trying to rape you, we'll fire you. That guy's a villain.
In the 60s. Capitalism in the 60s. Harry Hamlin, he's in Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Attaboy. 3 out of 5.
No, he's fine. It's just, I'm just saying, we started at Mel Gibson, and we go Mark Harmon and Harry Hamlin. That's not a strong 3 to start off your sexiest man alive list in the 80s. That's all I'm saying.
Not at least in 2018, looking back at it, right?
Maybe not.
Maybe in '87, everyone was fucking Harry Hamlin and like
Maybe.
coming all over the place.
So let's talk about his picture here, though. He's got quintessential 80s coiffed hair with
He's
the
got
leather
DSLs.
jacket on.
Okay, let's get over the elephant in the room. He's got DSLs.
He does have nice DSLs. He's even a nice stare to the camera. I appreciate that. It's not a Mel Gibson stare, but it's a nice stare. But 2 out of 5.
Seems too masculine to me.
His hair's like brown silver is already. You know, it's kind of like that 50s, like you're in your 50s era kind of look. But
Anyway,
he looks
when you
in
look
his
at Mel
30s.
Gibson's Sexiest Man Alive cover, I see a Sexiest Man Alive. When I look at Mark Harmon's cover, I see a dad. When I look at Harry Hamlin, I'm just seeing like that cool guy who hangs out in the corner of the bar.
I'll give him.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
give
sexy.
him.
Look at the leather jacket.
I'm gonna give him 3.5.
But it's not that sexy, is what I'm saying. But
No,
let's,
you're
go
right.
let's go to 1988.
Nope,
'Cause that's
no,
why I gave him
no, we're not
sexy.
done with Harry Hamlin. I gave him 3.5 for a reason because LA Law was very important to me. I remember watching it as a kid.
Really?
And my dad was a lawyer. And I remember, like, I didn't know exactly what a lawyer is. So you're a kid, you're trying to figure out what being a lawyer is. And you watch a show about lawyers called LA Law. And I'm like, well, my dad doesn't look anywhere near as good as cool of all these people like Harry Hamlin.
Yeah, he looks cool. I mean, he definitely looks cool. I don't recall LA Law as much in my childhood, but if I had a father who was a lawyer, I'm sure I would have fucking cared deeply about the characters of LA Law.
Yeah. You're just trying to get a sense of that world.
Yeah.
When I was a child, I was straight and I did not watch LA Law.
I think a lot of straight people watch LA Law. I think
Yes.
you're absolutely wrong to make that suggestion.
Just statistically speaking, the majority of the people who watched LA Law were probably straight. Moving on
But
to
most of the people in 1988 were not straight, including the sexiest man alive in 1988. Felk, who is that?
This is Sexiest Man in 1988 is the first dead Sexiest Man alive.
Whoa.
John F. Kennedy Jr. This is everyone else is still alive.
And the first non-actor. At number 4, we're already branching out and we're not doing actors.
Yeah,
No.
this is like one of 2 times they didn't do an actor. Guys, I have a serious confession about John F. Kennedy Jr.
Oh, here we go.
So, guys, I've been to Martha's Vineyard, and I have been to Gayhead. And yes, Gayhead is where JFK Jr. died. He died off the coast of Gayhead, which is an area or a city of Martha's Vineyard. I'm not sure if it's a city or a town or what the fuck it is. It's like an area. But it's called Gayhead. And he died just right off the coast. And I've been at that beach looking out. And one time I was at that beach
Saw the
looking
ghost
out.
plane?
And a ranger,
I saw the ghost
a
plane.
ranger rolled up on us. And he told us
Pull down your pants.
we had to move. We were on a private beach. And we asked, whose beach is it? And he said, I can't tell you that, of course. But we said, well, where's the house for this beach that's private? And he said, right there. And he pointed like maybe 5 miles away. And it's this huge mansion with fucking chimneys that were essentially the size of the house I grew up in. And I was blown away. And I'm like, who is that? And he goes, well, I can't tell you that. And we asked again, who is it? Like, come on, dude, just tell us. We're fucking kids. And he was like, well, let's just say he owns a really, impressive, expensive software company in home. We were on his beach.
What's that have to do with JFK?
That's where he died.
Yeah, it was the same
Okay.
location.
Okay. Anyway, JFK guys here, he looks handsome.
Probably the fucking most interesting thing you're going to say about him. Nobody, like, what do we have to seriously say about JFK Jr.?
I have a
The
lot to
fucking-
say about JFK Jr.
Okay, go ahead.
I think Bill Gates should be one of the sexiest men alive. Now that we've got me thinking about Bill Gates.
Yeah, I think they're really going with looks and not necessarily like brain power.
But as we get further along, we'll see the looks are deteriorating.
Yeah.
I'm not sure they're going on looks.
There's a
anymore.
couple that the brain power has to be an explanation of why they're on the list.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, JFK to me, like his cover photo and just knowing him, he's a nice 4 out of 5 for me. He's a handsome man.
Yeah, the fucking cover photo is a paparazzi pic. I don't know what the fuck they picked. It's like 2 out of 5 boys.
You don't like the JFK?
I'm gonna give him half a boy. JFK didn't do anything with his entire life. He worked in like the New York DA's office for like a week. He ran a magazine and then gave up on it. I think sold it to other people. He didn't accomplish anything. He's a pilot, business person, journalist, actor, and writer. He's not any of those things. Not a good pilot. Not a well-known actor, except he played himself.
Crashed in the fucking ocean and died.
No difference between this dude and Donald Trump Jr. Donald Trump Jr. might actually have accomplished more and be just a bigger asshole. But like JFK Jr. just got around on the like, hey, remember that photo of the little kid waving to his dead dad? He was your president. That was me. He just rode that train his whole life.
Yeah, you can't blame him for that though. I mean, come on.
He could have done more with it. He could have tried to accomplish something on his own. He did.
He didn't have enough time. He died too early. He died too young.
He died at 39. He could.
What did Donald Trump Jr. accomplish by 39?
I have no idea. I have to Google him. I'm not familiar with his work.
Did he flaunt it?
Who, JFK
No,
Jr.? He dated
as far as we know,
supermodels.
JFK Jr. was a very humble man who didn't like the limelight.
He dated supermodels and kind of partied it up a bit. I don't know. He probably was more reserved than a celebrity.
And we'll have to admit, everyone, Cool Boy Nation, he's a little before our time.
Yeah.
We're very young baby boy ballards.
I remember his fucking Access Hollywood stuff and like his Entertainment Tonight shit for sure.
Yeah,
Well, he's fucking handsome, and that's why I'm giving him a 4 out of 5 on his cover. God
Yeah,
damn,
what did I
let's
say?
move on.
2? Did I say 2?
You said 2, and Phil gives half.
I mostly know him from the Seinfeld arc where Elaine can't not masturbate because of him.
I just can't like stand this cover. Why the fuck did they go with that cover? Like it's
so
a
we're
weird
rating the
paparazzi
cover? I thought we
photo.
were rating the human being.
I know, but the cover's throwing me off. I'm trying to say.
Okay, well, it's everything.
It's a lens to view.
Let's move on. Let's move on to number 1989, who's I'm sure is going to be talked about.
The
Guys,
best.
1989.
Yeah. Well,
before we get into the name, I just want to tell you my rating already. My rating for 89, 5 out of 5, boys.
Okay,
Oh yeah, no shit.
You know who it is? Do you know who it is?
I think
I know who it
Who is it, Phil?
1989 is the best name on the list. Spoiler alert: Sean Connery.
Ugh, gorgeous.
James Bond. Well, yeah, gorgeous. But in 1989, he was 87 at the time. That can't be right. He must be 87 now. So you know, much younger, but still an old man, bald. That was the year he revealed, or no, the year after he revealed his baldness.
I think he was 60.
Yeah. Okay, that sounds right.
So what happened in 89? What was his big starring role? It would, of course, be
Prince of Thieves.
It would have been.
No, that was 91.
It was
or
Last
92?
Crusade. It was the year of Last
Correct.
Crusade. Probably done to promote Last Crusade, but he revealed he was bald in Untouchables just a year or two prior. So up to that
Great
point,
movie.
he had been pretending to have a full head of hair that whole time. Then he's just like, "I'll be bald for this movie," and then he was bald for Indiana Jones.
I just want to talk about, so the cover for JFK Jr. was really important to me and part of the reason I chose 2 out of 5 boys. I may have gone with 3 if it wasn't for such a shitty cover. I understand we're talking about the man, but for this one, also the cover, it's fantastic. And I want to explain why it's fantastic.
Please do.
They didn't choose a Sean Connery from the 60s or the 70s. No. They chose Sean Connery from 1989. And we get a bald Sean Connery with a shitty mustache that curls down just below the lips a little bit. But what we also get is his right eye is pink. Why the fuck did they pick this photo? It is fucking pink eye. Why does he have a pink eye for the fucking Sexiest Man Alive photo? I don't understand this shit.
I will say, guys, we're now at number 5 in the People's Sexiest Man Alive list, and we're back in it. Now we're hitting it. Like, you know, you got a nice sexy guy with JFK Jr., but now we're really getting the sexy with Sean Connery. It's an actor again. The list is coming back to some significance.
Oh, yeah. I mean, even the cover of People is exclaiming this. I mean, it says literally for Sean Connery, it says older, balder, and better. He's one leading man who doesn't need to fake it. Plus, for the first time, our look at 10 other contenders. They finally
For
also
the
dropped
first
this year
time, yeah.
contenders.
Yeah.
You guys, you
Runners up.
want to know who some of the contenders were?
Please tell me.
Ken Wall, Michael Jordan, John Goodman. John Goodman got for sexiest big guy.
No, those weren't the contenders for sexiest man. Those were sexiest under other categories like big guy and athlete and hunk.
I think they're contenders, and then they gave them categories.
Who's Ken Wall?
I don't know. He's like, he
Looks like the villain
exactly
from
like
Teen Wolf.
Yeah,
he looks exactly like Mel Gibson from the '85 cover, pretty much.
Whoever he is, he's on a cover with 3 people who are still well known today. So he did okay with that year.
Yeah, by the way, Sean Connery is still killing it and well known enough for not being in any movie since when? Entrapment?
Pretty much.
He's got too much cancer. 1990 is the second best name on this list, in my opinion. And someone I think we've said we can't possibly talk more about. Tom Cruise.
We literally cannot talk more about Tom
I think
Cruise.
we could
had
talk
2 weeks
so
on
much
Tom
about Tom
Cruise.
Cruise.
I think. I'm just saying. I think we rate him 5 out of 5 for all of us, and we move on because it's Tom Cruise.
Okay. Velk is absolutely right. And Cool Boy Nation, please tune in to our Mission Impossible podcast, as well as our Tom Cruise hair podcast. That is more than we can say about. And
Tom Cruise Boner Fest. We did 3 episodes about him.
If you want to hear about Tom Cruise, we talk about him a lot.
We got 3 episodes of Tom Cruise. 5 out of 5. He's the best there ever was. The best there ever was.
Guys, on the cover for People, though, it's clearly a paparazzi shot from like a red carpet or like a Golden Globe.
I hate these. Yeah, what is this?
Yeah.
It's a fucking event, and he's wearing the most bullshit penguin tuxedo ever.
Yeah, and it looks like he's got his Rain Man haircut here.
It's-
Looks like he's starting to grow it out for Days of Thunder, I think.
Noli, in fact, I'm on the People website, and it says, thanks to a string of hits like Top Gun, Risky Business, Rain Man, Cocktail, and All the Right Moves, Tom Cruise was box office gold and the sexiest man alive for 1990. Yes, Noli, Cocktail, Rain Man, All the Right Moves, you hit them all. This is a Noli ongoing investigation, by the way, cool boys, in which he is claiming that the cocktail hair that Tom Cruise has fluctuates between Cocktail and Rain Man hair.
It's not.
right.
It's confirmed. It's not an investigation. It's confirmed.
He's talked about it in interviews.
Maybe one day we'll have Tom Cruise on to talk about
One
it.
day, Tommy.
And then Noli can set the record straight for you, Cool Boy
Tommy.
Nation.
Could you imagine Tommy on this show and be like, Tommy, what is the best place to have a gay orgy in Star Wars?
Hang on. If we ever had Tom Cruise on the show, and let's just assume because we had Tom Cruise, we also had Nick Cage, Henry Cavill, Hugh Jackman, John Travolta. We've had them all. But we had Tom Cruise. He would be the most respectful and the best and funniest guest we would ever have.
He'd walk out on us. We also had 5 out of 5. Moving on to 1991, we have another perfect entry. I mean, just perfect.
91?
1991. Houston's
Who's it?
own Patrick Swayze.
91? You mean Ghost Patrick Swayze?
And I want to say, this is the first cover that looks like he actually posed for a Sexiest Man Alive cover shoot. Like, Patrick's looking at the camera, sultry eyes, got blonde fucking locks. Looks like a lion's mane.
No, you're not only right, but you're so right. He even has the dappled, stupid, like velvety blue print behind him that every kid has for their fucking photo shoot for school. You know, like your yearbook photo? It's the exact same backdrop.
It's a great shot, and Patrick's looking fantastic. It's 91, so Point Break's about to come out.
About to come out. This is okay.
Yeah.
So this is he even has the Point Break hair in this photo. So
Yeah,
this
it's
is
great.
Yeah, it
literally.
is.
Patty was flying through New York. He just stopped at JFK. They said, hang on. Your publicist says you got a quick shoot in Manhattan for one day. You just got to go snap a couple photos. Patty went all the way into Manhattan, cost him $32 on his fucking taxi, but he didn't give a shit because he fucking wrote that off. And then he went into his photo shoot and then had the greatest day ever probably at Times Square. Just think about that before he died.
It was a great day, and Damian Moore said he is very sweet, gentle, kind heart, and those southern manners, Felk.
Mm-hmm.
But he's also got a very
rugged animalistic
Where are you
physique.
reading this from?
People!
Come
I'm on
Felk.
the people.com site. Where are you getting your info from?
Get with it.
I'm getting it from Ranker. I think the People
Wikipedia
site didn't
says-
really look right.
Well, we go from the beautiful Patrick Swayze in 1991, who we're all giving 5 out of 5, I'm assuming.
Yes, well, 5 out of 5.
And we go from this beautiful Patrick Swayze in 1991 to in 1992. Who do we go to?
Who do we go to, big guy?
In 1992, the first baffling pick for me, Nick Nolte.
Yes. Very baffling. It looks like he's just wearing a t-shirt in his backyard, mowing his lawn. Like, it's a fucking horrible picture.
Guys, I'm looking at this Nick Nolte photo for the cover of the People Weekly Sexiest Man Alive 1992. Strong, sensitive, and squared away at last. He's a man's man that women can't resist. He looks like a goddamn retard.
He looks like fucking a serial killer with those glasses and that blonde
He
hair
looks like
on.
Nick Nolte, which is bad enough.
He looks like Nick Nolte. What? How did he win this?
He's
I don't know.
also the first glasses wearing Sexiest Man Alive. I noticed.
Yeah.
He has
Yeah.
this Cape Fear look. I think Cape Fear, maybe women saw that as like sexual.
Oh, this is right after Princes of Tides.
What the
with
fuck are
Barbra
you
Streisand.
talking about, Felk? Who the fuck went away from Cape Fear thinking Nick Nolte's sexy? Everybody walked away from that movie wet and drenched thinking Robert De Niro is super hot.
As a rapist.
Oh, he's the best.
I
Yeah,
guess-
no, so this is right after Lorenzo's Oil and Prince of Tides. But, like, come
Yeah,
on.
He landed
This is,
the
a,
cover.
this is a 0 out of 5 for me. I don't think I've thought Nick Nolte sexy in my whole life.
Well, Noli, they state, for people, they actually state that he landed the cover of 1992's Sexiest Man Alive because of his bad boy appeal, then described him as a big lug Adonis with the heart of gold.
And it was Prince of Tides with Barbra Streisand. That
I
led to
don't
this.
buy that shit. Neil Young is the only person that's got a heart of gold as far as I'm concerned.
That's right.
What?
I give him 1 out of 5 boys.
I give him 2.5.
It's 2.5.
No, I like
question.
Big Nolte. Like him as an actor.
Fucking generous.
Yeah, but in 48 Hours, which was like 1980, we'd already seen like our peak Nick Nolte. He was already like a fucking overweight, like.
All right, whoa.
Smoking.
If 48 Hours is peak Nick Nolte, then I don't know what you watched in 2003 because Hulk is peak Nick Nolte.
Okay.
He's perfect in that movie.
2003. Let's go back 10 years and find out what 1993 is.
But wait, it's not a Sexiest Man Alive. Weird. It's a Sexiest Couple Alive.
The best.
Cindy Crawford and gerbil lover Richard Gere.
Well, this is unprecedented.
Allegedly.
Richard Gere allegedly enjoys shoving small animals up his asshole.
I got a confession to make. I've never found Richard Gere attractive in the slightest.
Me neither.
Are you? Wait, whoa! You don't like silver foxes?
No. Well, I do some, but not him.
Yeah, but not him.
Okay. Let's turn this Richard Gere thing into something different. Who is your number one silver fox? Who would you fuck? I don't mean their opinions, their issues, or whatever.
George Clooney.
I'd say
George
Redford,
Clooney's
but he still has a lot of blonde in his hair.
Redford's got a lot of It's George Clooney.
John Slattery.
Ooh, John Slattery.
He's not a silver fox. He's a fucking like white fox.
I really like the character of Howard Stark. Maybe that's a factor.
Yeah. Felk and I are on the same page here. John Slattery.
Well,
John Slattery
George
can
Clooney,
dig his
but
little
okay.
weasel nose into my asshole any day and lick my fucking pussy. I would love it.
Clooney's full of himself.
He's earned it. All
right. Well, speaking of, let's move on. We all give him boys. I'll give Richard Gere 2. Two boys.
2 out of 5. Well,
4 out of 5.
Cindy
4
Crawford's
out of
in
5,
this list.
easy.
Are we rating Cindy Crawford? But I don't think we can because this is man.
5 out of 5 for Richard Gere.
We don't care about the couple.
Well,
5 out of 5.
1995 really is going to be hard.
I think he's 5 out of 5. I think he's 5 out of 5.
Okay.
All right, Ballard. Well, 1994. You want to discuss a lot.
You don't
about
even care why I think Richard Gere's 19 or he's 5 out of 5 for me.
Why? Okay.
You guys hate him, and I'm giving him a solid, perfect rating.
I think you just really like silver foxes. Okay.
Why?
Because he has the same birthday as me.
Oh! And likes shoving small rodents like gerbils up his asshole, just like you.
Just like me, Felk, is what
Just
you're about
like
to say. And Felk, you are not wrong. By the way, Cool Boy Nation, put only hamsters in your asshole, not guinea pigs. I did a guinea pig once when I was in Peru. It was horrible.
Guinea pig is
Oh,
huge.
dude. Guinea pigs have too big of a tooth. What you need is the smaller tooth of the hamster to nibble on that little sweet prostate you got back there. When they eat the whole prostate, it's the best. It grows back. It's cool.
There's dogs bigger than guinea pigs.
I lit chihuahuas in my asshole weekly.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
All right, well, moving on to 1995, you cannot dispute the beauty of this one.
Wait. What about 1994?
Yeah, what about 4? You skipped a whole year.
Oh, isn't there a thing where there isn't a 94?
Well, guys, 1994 is a big deal because there was a big issue the way People magazine was actually doing Sexiest Man Alive. Now, for the first decade, this is what Wikipedia says. They essentially featured the whole deal essentially on uneven intervals. It was not like every year on January or every year on March. It was every year whenever. So they threw it all over the place. What ended up happening was there were like, 7 months gap in between a Sexiest Man Alive, and there were other times where it was a 1.5 year gap. Well, 94 was a 1.5 year gap. They didn't have a Sexiest Man Alive for 1994. They had runners-up eventually, and they had a winner. This all happened way fucking down the road in, if I'm not mistaken, 2015.
Whoa.
So in 2015, they finally awarded the Sexiest Man Alive of 1994. I'll give you the runners-up real quick, and I'll let Felk do the honors. The runners-up were Hugh Grant and Jim Carrey.
Ew.
The winner, of course, was...
It's Keanu Reeves.
Oh, shit. So I was anticipating Keanu Reeves was on this list later in like the 90s. It was 94 he won?
So he won in 2015 for 1994.
Oh, okay. So I knew he was in the 90s. I didn't know this was the skipped year. Yes, of course, Keanu.
Yeah, it was
And
Keanu.
he's my creme de la creme, and right now I'm spoiling my number 1. It's Keanu.
Oh.
The best. Noli, I want to fuck you. I bet you'd be the best in bed. Just
Yeah.
the best.
So Keanu was 94, rightfully so, right after Point Break and everything wonderful and Speed. Felk, what is 95? Because I feel like 95 is the year that really this list started mattering.
95 is also the year when beauty won out over rugged manliness because we have the most beautiful pick. Brad Pitt Pretty
Yes.
Brad Pitt.
Yeah, and this is another cover where he's staring at the camera. This looks like a photo taken just for people, and it's perfect. He looks great. His hair is great. His mustache and goatee are great. His look is great.
Yeah.
And there's nothing on the cover, but Brad Pitt is the sexiest man alive. No fucking bullshit ads to something else, except for one thing at the top, Susan Smith. Who knows about her?
Yeah. And also, it doesn't say is, but that's okay.
She drowned her sons.
Oh, she's that bitch.
Yeah. She claimed that a black guy stole her car.
Brad Pitt is rocking is straight out of fucking Interview with the Vampire and Legends of the Fall style look. It is perfect. It's perfect Pitt. But there is something here at people.com I want to read. It says that Nilo Otero, now this is the assistant director of Legends of the Fall.
Okay.
Great movie, by the way.
We're quoting the assistant director of Legends of the Fall.
Yes. People
quoted him? Okay.
Quoted him.
Okay.
Yes.
People.
The actor
step up your
handled
game.
both women.
People.
This is what literally Niles Otero said to People.
Okay.
Okay. The actor handled both women and wild horses in the film, making Pitt a man's man who seems to be a woman's man too.
That quote is horrible.
That's awful.
Guys,
makes it sound like he fucked horses.
If Noel's
Yeah,
gonna
I
drop,
know.
guys, if Noel's gonna drop his number one on you right here in the middle of the episode, I'm gonna drop my number one on you, Brad Pitt.
Really? Over Tom Cruise?
Yeah. Oh no, Brad Pitt is the best thing to fuck since
Well,
sliced
guys,
bread.
this 1995 cover is sultry as all hell. I mean, you look at that and you're like, yeah, okay, that's the sexiest man alive.
Dude, this is a 6 out of 5 boys.
Yeah, this is a 6 out of 5 for me.
And Cool Boy Nation, we have never done 6 out of 5s, just so we're clear.
Yeah.
This is the first time ever we've ever done 6 out of 5 boys.
For Brad, I'll give Brad 3.5. Same as fucking
Fuck
Harry Hamlin.
you! Fuck you!
Brad Pitt means nothing to me now.
Then you don't know what a sexy man is.
Nope.
You give it
Well-
Nick Nolte fucking 2.
Felk, I want you to put your case down why Brad Pitt sucks, but in the meantime, I'm going to drink the rest of this Emperor Ale, and I'm going to move on to the next one.
He's
Go,
an
Felk, go.
adulterer. He left poor Jin for Angelina Jolie and then left her.
Well, guys, we
Bad.
can talk about Brad Pitt more because he might be the first man ever to be mentioned twice
I think
on this list.
He's too pretty. He's too pretty.
know what?
Brad Pitt's too pretty. I can't. The handsome gets in the way of me liking him.
Brad Pitt was the first man on the moon.
That's correct.
No, it's Ryan Gosling, or perhaps Ryan Gosling,
Yeah, Brian.
in a movie coming out soon.
I know. I can't wait to see Brian in his first feature film.
Yeah.
Phil,
First man.
1996, what is it?
1996 gets one of you hard every morning. The first black man picked the sexiest man alive, Denzel Washington.
Denzel Washington makes me hard every morning. It's Denzel. Oh my God, I'm touching my face, which you're not supposed to do. It'll make you break out. Oh, Denzel.
Yeah, and guys, I gotta say, I don't like his cover. It's another weird one where he's like just like from another photo shoot, maybe looking
Oh,
up and
you're
like,
a
who's taking this photo of me
goddamn
right now? And it's
whore, is
like,
what you are. You're a goddamn slut. Shut your mouth. That is the best cover. That's like Denzel's looking at you because you just flopped your dick on his shoulder.
it's almost like he's showing the cover though with Princess Diana. I mean, she's
He
just as big
is.
as him almost.
Yeah, and she's about to die.
So, guys, guess
doesn't
what?
know it, though.
So, Richard Gere was born on my birthday. So, Di died on my birthday.
Oh no.
Oh man,
Really?
you have a horrible day.
Yeah, I remember the night before my birthday because in France it was already my birthday, but in California it wasn't. I remember the news the night before my birthday saying like Princess Diana died on my birthday, and I was like, well, that's a shitty spoiler.
That was your
Because
gift.
I was like, wait,
That's what
my
the news
birthday has-
said. Princess Diana dies on Ballard's birthday.
Yeah, that's what the news said on like ABC at the time.
Oh, poor. Well, let's not talk about Diana. Let's talk about Denzel here. I mean, rightfully so at this time. What's 96? Virtuosity just came out.
I'll give him 4 out of 5 stars. I like Denzel Washington. I don't love him.
Oh, I love Denzel. And
5
here
out
on
of
this
5.
cover, though, this cover is a 4 out of 5. He's got a good look. I don't like the cover per se, but he's got a good look.
You fucking prostitute. I knew you'd say that. This is the best Denzel Washington cover I've ever seen in any magazine of all time. He is literally
Why'd you
looking at
call you
me
a prostitute?
soulfully.
I don't know. I think it's that hemp beer.
Look at this shit. It says, this is the quotes people have for
yeah,
Denzel.
Ballard, read the quote for Denzel. It's
right.
great.
He says, I don't take myself too seriously. People's 1996 60s Man Alive, Denzel Washington admitted. I don't stomp in the mirror and go, hey, sexy man. Maybe because he's not just another pretty face, as Courage Under Fire's co-star Regina Taylor said. He has wit, style, and intelligence. Courage Under Fire might be the most underrated movie of all time.
Okay. All right. Let's move on to 1997.
I think it's well acknowledged that it's good.
It's horrible, actually. I don't like it very much.
I like it.
Let's move on
Well, guys,
to 1997.
I just clicked on 97, and guess who's got their silver fox?
Yes. Okay. And also, we need to, so for 1997, an obvious choice, and we also have to mention the second cover we've now seen with the top having an image of some white lady who killed children. This one being the Boston Nanny, which is weird.
Felk. Is she a killer or a victim?
Well, I don't know. Probably killer.
I don't know either.
I don't remember what happened there. But yes, the sexiest man alive in 1997 was...
Who's the editor on this making the juxtaposition between these killer and these hot men?
George Clooney.
Yeah, who's the asshole people editor that is fucking up everything here?
George Clooney is the sexiest man.
Guys, by the way, I am on my fourth Hemperor beer.
Oh, I can tell.
And I had a whole picture of John Daly's.
Oh, I think Cool Boy Nation's well aware of you right now, Bellard.
I think we're...
Shut the fuck up, Cool Boy Nation. Goddamn
So it's George
assholes.
Clooney, and once again, it's George Clooney sharing the cover with 5 other guys. Like,
well, and
that's
one with an
stupid.
asterisk. It's he's sharing with Brad Pitt, Will Smith, Tom Cruise, Harrison Ford, and Drew Carey.
Drew fucking Carey.
Guys, I have to stop you.
I hope
you have a
not.
Drew
5
Carey
out of
story.
5 boys. 5 out of 5 boys, and it's for one reason. And I don't think either one of you will guess the reason why. But I'm gonna give you both a second, and I'm gonna point. First, Felk, what's the reason why I love Clooney 5 out of 5?
I don't care.
Okay, Noli, what's your 5 out of 5 reasons?
I don't care.
It's Peacemaker, bitches.
Oh,
Peacemaker!
Unforgettable movie. All right.
He jumps out of a window. He jumps out of a window out of an exploding A-bomb. That is.
I like Peacemaker. I think Peacemaker's a 3.5 out of 5. But I just don't like the cover that he's sharing it with so many men.
Too smug.
It's like, you're talking about the sexiest man alive. Don't share it with like these other 5 guys, especially Drew Carey. Fuck you.
I'm giving him 3.
Guys, just like in Houston, I want to fuck or no fuck for launch. Okay, I'm gonna read a name. Brad Pitt, fuck or no fuck.
No, we
fuck.
Yeah, no.
What's happening?
Will Smith, fuck or no fuck.
No.
Fuck.
I'm not fucking any men.
Tom Cruise, fuck or no fuck.
Fuck.
No.
Harrison Ford, fuck or no fuck.
Oh, fucking.
There's no incentive for me to fuck men. I'm not gay.
This is the last man on the cover. Drew Carey, fuck or no fuck.
No, I'm not fucking
Why
any
would
man.
Drew Carey be on there with Brad Pitt, Will Smith, Tom Cruise, and Harrison Ford and George Clooney?
Because fat girls like funny guys.
Drew Carey, does he really play in like Ohio? I mean, is that like legit?
Moving on to 1998, Harrison Ford.
Yeah, regarding Henry.
Well, that would have been well after that, but yeah.
Oh wait, is this Fugitive Harrison or is this Indiana Jones?
This is
Harrison?
6 Days and 7 Nights Harrison Ford.
Yeah, he's promoting that. He looks fabulous on the cover. It's definitely him posing for people.
Wait,
And
98. Oh, you're right.
It's a great cover for him. It's a special double issue.
Double
1998,
issue.
Harrison Ford. This is a 5 out of 5 for me. He's
5 out
got
of
his
5.
fucking earring in.
5 out of 5. Move on.
1999, we get Gerbil Lover again, Richard Gere.
Oh, I was wrong. This is the first double, and goddamn, it's Richard Gere. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Richard Gere, sucks to be you, man.
How did Richard Gere make it twice?
Is he dead? He's alive, right? He is alive, Richard Gere.
He's dead. No, he's dead.
No, he's alive. Is he?
He's dead. He died.
Yeah, he's still alive. Were you just fucking with me?
Liam Neeson should have won for Phantom Menace.
Liam Neeson should have won for something.
What was Richard Gere doing in '99? Was it Runaway Bride?
Oh,
Yeah,
maybe he was doing
it
Pretty
was.
Woman Live.
No, it was Runaway Bride. That was the
cares?
reunion.
Let's go on to the most important year of all time, the year 2000.
And clearly another redo. What the fuck?
Brad Pitt wins again.
People got lazy. And this picture of Brad Pitt is not for people. This looks like a paparazzi photo of Brad Pitt, like on a Friday night, just when he walked out of a bar.
He looks stoned.
Yes. Yes.
Well, he got stoned a lot, right? There's
Yes,
the
he
whole thing
did.
About
He was-
Bill Maher would talk about how Brad Pitt was the greatest joint roller ever, and that Brad Pitt, with most parties, would be laying on the floor in the middle of the party smoking a joint by himself.
Not by himself. He was surrounded by women.
Well, maybe so. Yeah, the additional men on this cover, once again, Noli, special double issue. But the men on this cover are George Clooney and Russell Crowe. So I'm guessing we were on our way to Ocean's 11, and Russell Crowe is because of Gladiator 2000.
I get.
Yes.
Yeah, that would have been before. I don't know. I don't know when it came out in 2000.
Gladiator came out in 2000, and I don't know. Oh, I can tell you actually. Hang on a second.
No, it was June. It was June or May maybe.
Brad Pitt won the 2000 in November 13th, 2000. So that means that he definitely George Clooney and Russell Crowe. Russell Crowe was definitely being referenced because of Gladiator.
Okay.
November,
Guys,
for sure.
The crew of Snatch said to people it was obvious him and Jennifer Aniston were madly in love.
Madly in love.
For
Madly in love.
4 more years.
Yep, until Angelina brought her pussy in.
Sweet pussy.
Guys, well, I think 2001 will be amazing when we get there because we already gave our rating of Brad earlier, but 2001 is definitely going to be make Nolan hard.
Oh, God. The best James Bond. Pierce Brosnan.
Pierce, no one just said it. Pierce Brosnan. The third best Bond of all time.
Nolan, who's 2001?
Not why?
The best James Bond. Pierce Brosnan.
Felk, who's 2001?
The third best Bond. Pierce Brosnan.
Let him go, Murph.
Wait, Nolan, who's 2001?
All right, now he's.
Let me go, Murph.
Yeah.
What's happening?
You can't actively
Murph.
force a loop. You have to let the loop happen naturally. If it's forced, then it collapses upon its own weight.
Guys, 2001 James Bond. So he's still making James Bond films in 2001.
He was still making James Bond films in 2002.
Yeah, he was technically still Bond in 2003.
This would have been Thomas Crown Affair, I think. Maybe he was promoting.
Oh, maybe. Yeah. George Clooney's in a box again. George Clooney every year is now the runner-up in a little box down in the bottom.
I don't give a fuck about George Clooney because it's about the other box.
Next to John Stamos?
Yeah.
John Stamos is pretty handsome.
No, he's not.
It's like saying I'm not handsome.
Full House is his biggest thing he's done.
All right, guys, this cover though for me, this is like, Pierce looks okay, but this is like a 3.5 out of 5.
This is a goddamn Christmas card. He's got a
Yeah.
turtleneck on.
It's kind of weird.
It's bullshit.
Just 18 more years to go.
I give him 2 out of 5.
Felk?
Who are we talking about again? John Stamos? Oh,
Pierce.
Pierce Brosnan. Pierce Brosnan's 4.5.
Yeah, 4.
The cover though, it's not that great, right?
Yeah, not great.
He's wearing a tactical turtleneck. I like that.
Yeah. But guys,
Tactical.
in 2002, we're gonna hit something very special.
Yes.
Maybe possibly the best People Sexiest Man Alive cover of all time.
It absolutely is.
Yes. Our second.
There's nothing harder than this.
Our second what to hit this list?
Man.
No. Our second Batman to
Oh.
hit this list.
Oh.
Ben Affleck.
Wow.
That's pronounced
Yeah.
that weird. Ben Affleck.
Guys, could his picture be any more sexy though? Like this is clearly a guy just trying to be sexy as all
He
hell.
looks like both James Dean, the James Dean, and James Dean, the porn star James Dean.
It's goddamn so sexy.
This photo had to be for this shoot though, because like what else would this photo be for? Right?
Okay,
Like,
so Noli brings up a really good point, and if you're not following along, which goddamn it, why the fuck are you not following along, you idiot?
Being aggressive to our audience.
Nolan has pointed out that this is the sexiest photo. I absolutely concur. Every photo previously has just been of a sexiest man, other than maybe Brad Pitt's first one. That was pretty sexy. But this is the first, like, really sexy fucking photo. Sultry, seductive. I mean, it's airbrushed above the fucking, like, you know, shave line. It's so intense. And this is Ben Affleck in the midst of Jen and Ben. Okay?
Yeah,
this
guys,
is the
I mean-
whole thing.
people says chicks gravitate to him. The word on the street is that he's the ideal man. Chatty, gorgeous, generous, and
My
intelligent.
cock gravitates to him. I think Ben Affleck, I would hot dog with him every
Dude,
night just for fun.
if you showed me this cover to me on the street and you said, "Would you fuck this guy?" I'd be like, "God damn it, yes, that's 5 out of 5."
I already am.
Yeah, I would say, where's the van? Where is the van?
Why would you?
I wanna
Why?
get
Okay,
in
now
there.
why would Ben Affleck be wanting to fuck you in a van?
Bang
why,
Bros.
Where's the van?
why would it be a
Bang Bros.
van? Not a nice
Bros.
hotel room.
Bang
Where's
Bros.
the van?
2003 brings us our first confirmed domestic abuser, Johnny Depp, sharing the cover
Fuck
with
you.
Bachelor Bob and
He
Estella.
did not abuse that.
It's not confirmed. Is it confirmed?
Yeah,
It's
that actress. I was gonna
Amber
say
Heard.
actress the
It's
whole
Amber
time. I
Heard.
kept
It's
saying
on
the actress.
videotape of him like.
Did something happen to you this morning? I don't think so. You want to see crazy? I'll give you fucking crazy.
After the tape, I'm like,
Sounds
come on,
like a
I'm-
guy with a hangover.
Let's also the top of this thing is about Michael Jackson. Did he molest another kid? And he's sharing. He gets the left 2/3 of the cover, and Bachelor Bob and Estella get the rest of it.
2003 is the first Sexiest Man Alive cover where John
Travolta never selected.
But
his hair was selected, but John Travolta's face wasn't.
He's pretty much sharing the screen with The Bachelor, which is weird.
Well, that was
like
the
what, in 2003
Bachelor.
did the Sexiest Man Alive stop meaning something? Because like clearly they don't care about it that much.
I think Johnny
It used to be a
Depp's
full
didn't mean
cover.
something.
Anyway, guys, this is straight off Johnny Depp's comeback with Pirates of the Caribbean. Like he couldn't have been sexier at the time. Everyone thought he was the sexiest man alive. So I get it, but this cover is no good.
All right, moving on to 2004 because this is the one that I have a lot to say about.
Really?
Because this is the year I started wondering, even though I was still in college, is my hairline receding? And,
gotcha,
one actor was in about 6 movies, maybe 7 movies in 2004, and his hair slightly receded at the time. Perfect. Jude Law. Also note that this one is continuing on the theme of putting murderers on the Sexiest Man Alive
Totally.
thing with I think his name is Scott Peterson.
Yeah.
Who killed
Yes,
Lacey
yeah.
something?
Lacey Peterson.
Lacey. Oh, really?
Why would she not share the name of her husband?
Because a lot of women don't do
We
that.
have Usher. We have Usher on there, and Star Jones' fantasy wedding as well. This is when people just stopped giving a shit
Yeah.
about the Sexiest Man Alive and just started putting ads of everything on the cover.
What he's doing there, where you take those like 2 strands of hair and you put them over where your hairline's receded. I learned
That's
that
perfect.
trick from Jude.
It's perfect.
I like Jude Law. I like Jude Law a
I
lot.
like Jude Law too. This is a 5 out of 5 for me. I like Jude Law a lot.
Closer, Alfie, he was good that year.
Closer is
Closer
5
is
out of 5 for
amazing.
me.
Closer is 5 out of 5. Yeah, absolutely agree.
5 out of 5 for Jude Law for me.
Yeah, like 2 out of 5. Yeah, I guess.
Ah,
Ballard doesn't like Jude Law.
doesn't like Jude Law. Fair enough. 2005 brings us to another Texan, fellow Texan, Matthew McConaughey. Well, I can't say fellow Texan.
No. And guys, at this point, we're in the 2000s. Like the heavy hitters are kind of down. We should just like rapid fire through these guys.
Matthew McConaughey's not a heavy hitter.
No. This Matthew McConaughey cover, they're back to Sexiest Man Alive, taking up the full page. That's nice. I appreciate that. It's a nice blue tone. It's a nice cover.
Yeah, but he's sharing it with Oprah, Nicole Kidman, and Jake Gyllenhaal. All 3
But at least there's no murderers on
Yeah,
there.
at least there's no murderers this time.
We've had like 3 murderers in a row.
Well, we don't know about
All right.
Nicole Kidman for sure.
For the first time
That's true.
ever, People's Magazine.
She has a monster clit, apparently.
That's right.
People's Magazine has finally provided me with a man that I want to party with. Like, really want to party with. And I loved it. If I had the opportunity, be by myself, live day-to-day Ballard, I would be naked and playing bongos all the time.
Yeah.
Sounds fun.
He
That's
did.
a
The
good
cops
life.
did bust in on his party, and he was doing that.
For his fucking freedom!
All right. 2000. Matthew McConaughey, 5 out of 5 for me.
5 out of
I don't
5.
really find him attractive. He's a 3 out of 5 for me.
5 out of 5. He's been already all over my voice earlier this episode because I've been running fucking whatever time loops and shit. 5 out of 5.
He got AIDS and he got better. That's your like favorite thing.
Yeah,
best
took
thing.
some Advil. He's fine.
Number 2006 gives us another repeat, and looking kind of smug on the cover is George Clooney.
Yeah, special double issue again, you smug son of a bitch.
Yeah,
He looks
but
smug.
George, he's got the whole cover to himself. Besides Britney's divorce,
I'm gonna direct
and
now.
somehow Patrick, Brad, Matt, and Jamie, and 199 more guys.
Oh, whoa. Patrick. I could think Patrick Swayze. It's not. It's
No.
Patrick Dempsey.
Yeah.
Move
But
on.
let's move on to 2007, where I have a big no-no. It's one of
Yeah.
my first no-nos.
2007 brings us the first retarded man to be picked as the sexiest man of the year, Matt Damon. Matt Damon.
God damn it. Besides Matt Damon, I just want to say 2 years in a row, Patrick Dempsey's in the little box next to the sexiest man alive. And I'm not a fan
Patrick
of that.
Dempsey belongs in his little box. That's where he's
What
the
is
most
Patrick
handsome.
Dempsey from, guys, other than Transformers 3?
It was Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah, Grey's Anatomy.
Ah,
He was like Dr. Handsome or something. Doc
He was like
McDreamy.
I think he was,
McDreamy.
McDreamy or Steamy. He's one of those two.
No, McSteamy's the other
no
guy.
way. Is that the name of the doctor?
No, it's just the
It
nickname that the
was.
girls call him. He is McDreamy, yeah.
Because like, if I was like seriously getting like a broken leg and needed it worked on, and Dr. McSteamy and Dr. McDreamy came in
It's
to
not
work
their
on it, I'd
actual
be like,
last
fuck
names.
you. I'm going somewhere else. I'm going to Stanford. Okay.
It's not their actual
Thank
last
you.
names. Let's move on. Matt
Anyway.
Damon gets 2 stars for me, boys.
Yeah.
He might get a 1 out of 5. This I don't like him.
Guys, you're giving him far too much credit. This is the retard the nation loves. It is the 5 out of 5 Down syndrome that I love.
Well, 2008 brings us the hardest man to grace the cover.
Guys, I literally am willing to stop right now the entire episode on a dime because we finally hit the peak and there's nowhere to go from here.
Hugh Jackman.
That's it.
Yeah, I don't think we can talk anymore about anything else.
10 out of 5 boys.
Who cares out of this? This is 10 out of 5.
Spoiler alert, it's going to be downhill from here.
11 boys, all in my mouth.
This is the last time I can remember people just putting a picture of a man's face on the cover that's like, yep, that's the sexiest man alive, and he's giving it to the camera. Like, he's just letting you know right now, like, I've got it, you've got it, let's fuck.
Yeah.
What did his wife call his body?
The body of doom.
That's what she called it.
But she likes what she sees inside, though.
And unfortunately, Cool Boy Nation, after 2008, it is a fast, rapid decline. So we're going to blow through these next 10 years like they were nothing.
Yeah, for sure. Guys, have you ever seen Hugh Jackman's wife before?
She's old.
We don't need to talk about it.
Moving on,
It's crazy.
2009.
Wait, no, we do need to talk about it. It's crazy, right? Why is he with this really old, frumpy, blonde woman?
Because he married her when he was like 19. He was gay, and she's like 29 at the time. She's like 10 years older, I think.
You both just said it, allegedly. You guys both think she's a beard.
Maybe.
I think Hugh Jackman's possibly gay.
Yes, I agree. He sings and dances a little too much, let's face it.
But it doesn't change my opinion on him of being like one of the greatest men of all time.
Yeah.
Okay, now if Hugh Jackman were gay, would you honestly fuck him?
Probably.
No.
Probably.
Yeah, I probably would.
No.
I probably would.
Yeah,
Hugh
no,
Jackman
I mean, okay. Not
is
very
amazing.
many men I would do that. I would think I think Hugh Jackman's on my list. I think you're gonna fuck him.
All right. We got to move to the next ones fast now that we've gotten through. Hugh Jackman deserves time. But the next, none of them do.
Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, you just want to say it again?
I needed to say it again.
You can say it one more time. You want to say it again?
Yeah, I do. I need to say it again. Hugh Jackman.
There you
It's
go.
the best name in the world. It's
He
like
is.
huge. And there's like Jack, which is like jack off. And you only jack off if you're a man.
He's a light in a room of darkness.
And if you're the best guy that ever jacks off, you're the Jack Man.
All right.
And if you have a huge dick,
yeah, there's handsome men in this world, but then there's moments where you look at Hugh Jackman when his stubble's perfect and the lighting's perfect, and you're like, God damn it, you are a fucking
his
handsome
Australian
man.
accent
Guys,
is perfect.
Yeah.
Guys, I might have to say what everyone else is thinking that doesn't want to say.
You're the only one thinking it.
I am so grateful for Bryan Singer because if it weren't for him, I would never have known who Hugh Jackman was.
That very well may be true.
That's probably true.
Yeah, that's probably true.
And like all the boys he fucked, like without any okays, it's like worth it.
And now you're
Because
accusing
of
him
Hugh
of
Jackman.
sexual misconduct.
We would have had Dougray Scott as Wolverine.
Yeah, I know. Well, no, wait. Bryan Singer picked Dougray Scott. That wasn't the only reason why Bryan Singer picked Dougray Scott. The only reason Dougray Scott wasn't Wolverine is because he had to do reshoots for Mission Impossible 2. So you know who we really have to thank for it is Tom Cruise.
Yeah, Tom Cruise. Thank you, Tommy. Thank you, Tommy.
Dimitri.
All right, let's move on. Finally,
I'm sorry.
please, for the love of God.
You're
2009 brings
God,
us.
I'm sorry. You're sorry is literally me this episode.
2009 is a repeat
Who is
of
it?
a repeat of Johnny Depp. Moving on, I will note that Taylor Swift is in the upper right-hand corner of this one, who I would love to fuck, and Sarah Palin is in the left-hand corner. That would be an
Who I'd
awkward
love to
day,
fuck.
but I'd probably fuck her too. Yeah, let's be fair.
I'd fuck both of them.
I'd much rather Taylor.
No, I would never fuck Taylor Swift. You said Taylor Swift? I thought Anne Hathaway. I'd fuck Anne Hathaway.
That's Taylor
But
Swift in the
I
upper
would
right-hand
definitely fuck Sarah Palin.
No one
in a
mentioned Anne
heartbeat.
Hathaway.
I
2000.
know, and I thought Anne Hathaway anyways. But seriously, I would fuck Sarah Palin so hard.
All right.
That's fantastic.
2010 brings us to Ryan Reynolds.
He's fine.
He's the guy from that pizza show, right? All right. 2011 brings us to an actor most known for playing a cartoon raccoon, Bradley Cooper.
Horrible picture. Horrible
Guys,
picture.
I agree. The cover's shit, but he in like interviews is speaking French to French reporters. He is so fucking a man about town and the man of the
true.
world.
Yeah, I know.
That
He
I am
voiced
just
the
like
French
so
rocket
hard when I look at Bradley Cooper, and I mentioned it for some reason. And Cool Boy Nation, you tune in and find out why, because I mentioned earlier about Bradley Cooper and Limitless, and Limitless is awesome because it's like watching like the best Bradley ever.
It's a very forgettable movie. Moving on to 2012.
I love Limitless. What are you talking about?
Bradley Cooper's just a guy that's just, to me, he's whatever. Like, you're in a movie, oh, it's Bradley Cooper.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't really do anything.
I will never see
How many
nor not
boys?
see a movie because Bradley Cooper is in it or not in it. Let's put it that way.
Right.
2012 moves us all. Moving
Boys.
forward. Moving
Boys.
forward.
Boys.
We haven't done
We're
Boys
not-
on the
we
whole
haven't done Boys
2000s. We're just doing,
since-
we're
I
done
love it.
doing
Yeah, after
Boys.
Hugh Jackman,
Fuck those
boys don't matter.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
Boys is good.
2012 brings us to forgettable Channing Tatum. Also, another murder at the top, although there's no photo. It's the Pretorius guy.
What was that? What was that? I don't remember that.
That was
Betrayus.
Oscar Petraeus. Yeah, the guy who had no legs and shot his wife in South Africa.
Also, guys, I just want to point out the Channing Tatum photo is the first time Sexiest has been across like the whole cover. Like, they're truly trying to sell the sexiest man alive.
You're
for,
right.
Like, for the first time in years.
You're right, Nolan. And in fact, if we can get a little technical, they're using a screen transfer mode.
Oh, are they? Well, it's also Channing Tatum. This photo's weird. It's not even sexy. It's weird.
Mm-hmm.
It's like him with his hands in his pocket, like in a wife beater, looking at the camera.
Yeah, what's weird isn't necessarily just the pose that Nolan just so eloquently pointed out. It's the fact that his face is also giving off the look of, I don't know, did I just win?
Yeah, and also the background could be anyone's front yard
Or
It's
golf
like-
course.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very odd. It's like
not
classic
nice.
anywhere in Virginia, for sure.
Moving on to 2013, we've got, oh God, fucking Adam Levine. All right,
Yeah,
fucking
hard
moving
pass for
on.
me.
2014 brings us to someone I want to
Pass.
talk about.
Hard pass.
Moving forward, 2014 is Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah! Woo woo!
He's pretty good.
Boy!
We got
It's nice.
Marvel
It's
on
nice.
the cover, by the way. It's
It is
all
maybe
Marvel.
it's a very gay cover. He looks very feminine
Whoa.
and gay. Why is Chris Hemsworth doing this weird thing with his hand behind? He's like playing with his hair behind
Oh,
his
dude,
head.
that's
it's
the
a
move.
very gay look.
Nolan, pay attention more to Vanderpump Rules, to Tom Schwartz, or to Tom DeWan, because they teach us all about all the greatest model moves. I think that one's called is, hey, I've got a creak in my neck and I need a little help here, but I look super cool.
That's true.
That is exactly that move.
Plus 208 gorgeous guys. There's 208. guys mentioned.
208!
I don't even know that
Wow.
many people. How could you have that many guys
Wow.
in here?
All right, moving on to 2015. We're almost done. David Beckham, who kicks a ball.
About 15 years too late here.
Yeah,
Yeah, guys, I might be alone here. I don't get it.
yeah, we don't play foot. I don't follow the sport
Yeah.
of soccer.
Hey,
Hemsworth is like a 5 out of 5 boy.
Yeah.
Beckham, 0 out of 5. I don't get it.
Soccer games
It's-
in like
it's gotta be a
like
British thing.
2-1. Like, what the fuck is that? Score points in your game. All right, moving forward. 2015 has an actor I think someone will have a bit to say about. Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Well, I love Dwayne, but I know one cool boy has a lot to say about Dwayne.
I don't, guys. I don't.
You said it already.
This looks like a picture taken just for people. I'll
Yes.
give him that. It's Dwayne The Rock Johnson, Sexiest Man Alive. I don't find him really sexy. It's another guy maybe 15 years too late. Like, he's old. Like, isn't The Rock like 50 now?
I don't know, but
Yeah, I think he's 65.
continuing the theme of Dwayne's cover, we're talking about, continues the theme of true crime, or continues the theme of murder at the top, when it says true crime, a serial killer in South Carolina.
Wow, yeah, it does.
And right next to that is who?
the
Harrison
best.
Ford sneaks
The
a
best.
little,
Fucking.
little box in there.
Who's he talking about fucking? Or who's talking about
Carrie.
fucking him? Carrie Fisher. This is the issue where
late.
Carrie Fisher, the late Carrie Fisher, talked about fucking Harrison Ford. Right in a little bubble. It was almost looks like a thought bubble that Dwayne The Rock Johnson is thinking of Carrie Fisher fucking Harrison Ford.
Yeah, and he's making a hand motion like, why am I thinking this?
Yeah. He actually is making a hand motion like he's holding Sexiest Man Alive. Kind of.
Yeah.
I want to say that when The Rock was growing up in Hawaii, he was doing a lot of things that he shouldn't have. He was getting arrested multiple times. Ooh, bad boy. But at the same
for
time,
rape.
always very respectful of his teachers and his elders. He was unsure of who he was and what he wanted to be.
Gay.
I
Good
knew
thing
that.
he found out he wanted to be The Rock.
Actually, he found out he wanted to be a football
Good
player
thing.
and then blew his knee out.
Well, you know what? One of the things I think that The Rock thought as well was that he thought that, wow, we've pretty much reached the pinnacle. I'm not quite too sure where we go from here. I've done it all. This is it.
Yeah, after the Universal Tour experience where he drove in that car firing that machine gun, I think he's reached his apex. What was he doing back there?
Okay, yeah. Okay, so the Universal Studios tour ends with the Fast and the Furious, most amazing 3D experience ever. And The Rock is just holding a 50 caliber shotgun or no automatic like outside of a car and like just gunning it nonstop straight forward.
It's a mounted like 50 caliber like machine gun. Yeah, he's like just fucking shooting it the whole time at nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
And like one of the greatest things about that was what Noli was about Vin doing what?
Hanging from a helicopter?
Oh my god. Our anticipation of Vin hanging from a helicopter started in the line where Noli started telling me of tales of Vin hanging from helicopters in other studio tour tram rides. And I was telling Noli of tales of when I went through the tram ride and saw the Fast and Furious experience. And it was literally 2 cars spinning out on like giant arms and a fucking fake helicopter coming in and then blowing like a flamethrower. And then you went on with your day. We got what a 5-year-old does with a car set in a helicopter as a 3D experience, and Noli and I were blown fucking away. Felk, were you blown away?
No, I was like, why? I wanted to be in the middle of the tram so I could see what was happening.
Yeah, that sucked. That was the shittiest part that we all had to deal with. Felk, do you want to elaborate?
No, that's it. Moving forward.
Our final
one, 2017's is Blake Shelton. Well, that was the fucking best show topic we have ever done. Know what I heard, boys? It's a special secret that I am only going to tell you, okay? So promise not to tell anyone. Okay. Here it is. Oh my gosh, I have butterflies in my dick. I am so excited to finally tell you, big dick studs. I'm coming out of the closet. That's right, you gays. I am on the field and I am playing ball. Batters up. I'm about to grand slam my balls into your ass and steal me some home plate by shoving my dick in your throat. Home run, you fuckholes. I just made a baseball, and now I'm king of the world. Wow. Maybe I should come out more often, cause this was more fun than fucking a whole bunch of professional Venezuelan bricklayers bareback. Gay butt sex, no condom is what I always like to say. Something I have lots of experience in, of course. Bottoms up, butt sluts. I'll be coming out again next week for when we do a spoiler cast for Shane Black's The Child Predator. Oh, coming up some recent news there. Dicks, fucks, Predator is what I always like to say. Sexiest, what did I say? What? Dicks, fuck, Predator is what I always like to say. Sexiest man dicks as far as the eye can see. Fucking
love it.
Can fucking see. So many sexy dicks, they can reach the heavens. All right, cool boy nation, suck my rod and lick my clit. I'm sticking my dick where...
Wow.
I'm sticking my dick where your asshole shits. Cool boy nation, tell us about your favorite sexiest people mans of the year alive stories. People sexiest man alive stories. Also, if you have any questions or any more insight into our discussion about people's sexiest man alive, then let us know by emailing us at thecoolboyspodcast@gmail.com. New episodes come out every Tuesday. Like and subscribe to us on iTunes, SoundCloud, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook, and please rate and review us as well. You can also donate to us on Patreon to receive additional content like Cool Boys After Dark and commentaries. It only costs $1, and you will receive special access to content too hot to air. You can find the Cool Boys on Patreon at patreon.com/coolboyspodcast. Please check out our other great Cool Boys Central content with Batman and Beyond, a Cool Boys podcast, also on iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, and Patreon, where the Cool Boys have an uncensored discussion about Batman, the animated series, everything ranging from bat tips to bat nips and all the boners they have given us. Thank you for listening. Stay cool, Cool Boy Nation. Until next time, it's Bizees from Felk.
As Bizees from Ballard.
And that's Bizees from Noli.
Yeah, sorry to cut you off, but I'm not talking about Blake fucking Shelton.
You are outstanding American boy.
You have excelled in all things.
I pump while I dump. Oh, yeah.
So cool.
Oh, yeah. So cool.
Oh, yeah.
So cool.
Oh, yeah.
This episode of the Cool Boys podcast was brought to you by
Record. Yeah. Let's sing. Are we ready? And as a sexy uncle, I just keep pushing you to that cliff. Do it, Felk. Do it, Felk. No, that's not what sexy uncles do. That's not what kind of sexy uncles do you have? It Felix being taken care of by a lot of men. Oh, John Daly's back. All right, wonderful. What's in that John Daly again? It looks like Coke. Ballard's Arnold Palmer is like black. It's like all I see. Do you even have any lemonade in there? Yeah, I know. I can tell you like your things dark. I've been recording forever. Felix, you're not recording? Oh, we missed all that? That was all good content.
Get some
Cool boys.
so serious.